Good time, so sit back, relax, and have some fun. See you later.
You'll just have to look on and read it. How you boys doing? Good. Got a little rain today, didn't we? That was good. That was good. Need a little grass? Ah, they're good. They're good. Well, look at there. There's old Scott Felton. How are you, Scott?
Hi, y'all.
You come. I think you're next in the chair right here.
How are you doing?
Sit down right here.
Carl? How's it been? Matt, how are you?
Doing all right.
There's your little reading material for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you get a little rain at your house, Scott?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he does need a haircut.
We got a few sprinkles.
A few sprinkles? Hell, I don't know how the hell you're going to read that. Here, let's do this. Now you can read it. You don't want to miss them blonde horses there. Man, I'm going to have to raise you up just here a little bit.
All right.
Let me get you on up here.
Hey, I don't want my feet to come off.
You ain't feet off the ground yet? All right, that's good right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Now, how's your family, Scott?
Oh, everything's been pretty good. You know, I had all my grandkids over last night.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good.
No, that's bad.
Why is it bad?
Well, can you let this thing down just a hair?
If it goes down, it's going to go.
Whoa!
Whoa, there we go.
That felt pretty good.
Better watch out for it now.
Yeah, you know, the problem I've got when the grandkids come over, I like to tell them stories.
Stories, huh? Yeah. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, you know, so they'll go to sleep and things like that.
Does it work?
We like it.
Well, I've had a little problem. I start into the story, and they kind of get bored with it, and I just don't understand that.
You know what, guys? I'll tell you what. What your problem is you're telling them all the stories that we learn.
Yeah.
You got to change them up. They want to hear them backwards instead of forwards.
Well, that's the craziest thing I've heard in my life.
Well, just take, for example, Cinderella. You can tell Cinderella, you can tell it as Rindercella.
Yeah.
Yeah? You ever heard that one?
I don't believe I ever heard that one.
I'll tell you what, I'll teach you boys how to say Rindercella. And then y'all can tell your kids and grandkids. Okay? Yeah. All right. Once upon a time, in a corn country, lived a beautiful girl. Her name was Rindercella.
Rindercella.
Yeah. Now, Rindercella lived with her muggly other and her two sad bisters. Her muggly other and her two sad bisters. Yeah. No, that's good.
These boys a little slow. You got to kind of slow.
I'll slow down for a minute, Scott. I know how that is. Now, also in this corn country lived a pransome hens. Yeah, pransome hens. Now, this pransome hens was going to have a fancy fall. And he invited people from miles around. Especially the pitch reaper.
The what?
The pitch reaper.
Pitch reaper.
Yeah, just like the kind of folks we like to have at the fair.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, finally, the day of the fancy fall came. And Rindercella's muggly other and two sad bisters went out to buy them some drancy fesses to go to the fancy fall. Yeah. Poor old Rindercella, though. She couldn't go because all she had to wear were some old riddery dags. Riddery dags, yeah. So she just cat down and scried. I'm telling you, she cat down and scried. Now while she's a kitten there scrying, appeared her Gary Mudfather. Her Gary Mudfather appeared right before her.
Watch your language, buddy.
I'll tell you what. He reached out, he touched her with his magic wand. And now here's the good part.
I hate when that happens.
Now here's the good part. Right before her eyes appeared a Sig Boach and Hicks White sources to take her to that Banshee Fall.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm kind of getting this thing now.
You getting it? You getting it? Now see how it kind of makes sense there?
Yeah.
Well, the Gary Mudfather said, Rindercella, you be back before midnight or I'll prune you into a pumpkin.
Oh, pumpkin's bad.
Well, Rindercella went on to the Banshee Fall, and the Pransome Hints met her at the front door because he'd been watching from a wooden window. Now they danced all night until midnight, and they lull and fub. At the ball they lull and fub.
Count me in on that.
Well, the clock struck midnight, and Rindercella staced down the rares, and just as she breached the rodham, she slopped her dripper. Well, you know, that Pransome Hints was pretty disappointed, so the next day he went all over the corn country looking for the beautiful girl who had slopped her dripper. He finally arrived at Rindercella's house, and he tried it on her mugly other, and it fit and did. It fit and did. Tried it on her two said bisters too, and it fit and did. Finally, he tried it on Rindercella, and it fit and did.
Oh, man.
It was exactly the sight rise.
He's the one.
Yeah. Found it. Well, they were happily married and lived happily ever afterward. Now, Scott, the story of this Maury is that if you go to a Banshee Fall, and you want to have a Pransome Hints, lull and fub with you, don't forget to slop your dripper.
All right.